On September 10, 2025, it was reported that Cobb County quietly shut down public access to Young Thug's jail calls, severing one of the last transparent windows into his YSL RICO case. By the next morning, the blackout was national news, confirmed by the Breakfast Club host Lauren LaRosa as an indefinite suspension of jail call access. Yet according to Young Thug himself, the ban wasn't news at all. The open access ban had been in place months before the media caught on. What looked like a sudden restriction sparked the question, why now, and how does this tie into a wider pattern of suppression around Young Thug's case and Cobb County? Officials claim that the jail ban was about public safety, but for media scholars, this action fit a long-standing culture of secrecy and resisting transparency in Cobb County. The Georgia Open Records Act, ORA, is a legal statute that dictates any citizen can request public access to state and local government documents, and it became highly relevant in the controversy surrounding Young Thug's legal situation. But Cobb County already had a deep and long history of denying Open Records Act requests. Examples include threatened lawsuits in 2019 against Cobb County for hiding records of bullying in schools. In 2020, the ACLU of Georgia sued Cobb's sheriff Neil Warren after detainees were allegedly denied access to the Marietta Daily Journal. In 2024, parent advocacy groups also accused Cobb County schools of violating the Open Records Act by stalling requests, inflating fees, and hiding critical financial documents. And again this year, in 2025, the Cobb County Clerk of Court was indicted for tampering with records, specifically deleting thousands of emails after an Open Records Act request was filed. Every time Cobb faces scrutiny, the source states they claim safety or procedure, and transparency loses. When Cobb shut down jail call requests for Young Thug, it fit a routine tool of power. Adding to this perception, Young Thug described his time incarcerated, noting that the Cobb County jail was like, they like kind of racist.
I got to fight with officers one day at leaving trial. I got to fight with Cobb County officers.
What? You got to fight with the actual cops?
Yeah, they used to have me in this fucking black. When I go back and forth to the jail, they got you like blacked out, like they're like a mask, but it's like all the windows in the police cars like boarded up, so I can't like see. One day I was just like, man, y'all tripping. Like I just nutted up, like man, I ain't getting in that car. I was cuffed and shit though, so I really couldn't do that. I tried to punch one of them, but like,
you did?
Yeah, I had cuffs. They got these cuffs, like the cuffs is on your wrist and on your ankles. So
that's crazy, bro. Like that's crazy.
So I'm trying to like, but you can like kind of go up. I can go like right here.
Got it.
So I'm trying to like hit one of them.
Right.
Headbutt them. They slapped me on my shit. And they slammed me, started dragging me on the floor. Wasn't that major, but it was good because then they stopped taking me to court, and Fulton County started taking me to court. So it was just like better, like like you with people like almost like your own kind. Cobb County was like it's like a like they kind of racist in them.
I heard that before. Like Big Will tells me that there's a lot of like racist cops and all that stuff.
Cobb County for sure.
He also recounted the harsh conditions of his detention, where the jail lacked mirrors, phones, or TVs. Young Thug claimed he didn't even see his own reflection or know what he looked like for 7 months straight until he was brought to court for his YSL State RICO trial.
The jail I was at, you can get visitors and shit, so you don't see your people unless you go to court. You know what I'm saying? Like, they only got mirrors, nigga. I couldn't even see myself till I went to court.
That's
I
crazy,
I don't even know how I looked.
That's crazy.
7 months straight. No mirror, just like,
what the?
No mirrors in the jail, like crazy.
That's crazy.
No TVs, no mirrors, none of that.
That's crazy.
Before the public could order jail calls under Georgia's Open Records Act, a different kind of recording had already shaped public perception. In 2023, an interrogation clip surfaced online. Viewers claimed it showed Young Thug confessing, when in reality, the clip was heavily edited and stripped of context. That leak birthed the snitch narrative long before any public records were ever released. Months later, creators began purchasing actual jail call recordings, a totally separate pipeline under Georgia's Open Records Act. But by then, the damage was done. 2 different sources fused into one viral cooperation myth. And that's when the snitch narrative moved from rumor to reach. On September 25th, 2025, 1090 Jake took a blogger's $500 conspiracy public, linking Ceddy Nash and others to a snitch smear campaign that decontextualized and recontextualized interrogation videos and jail records to frame Young Thug as a snitch. A storyline built from distortion and repetition that turned a back-channel conversation into a mainstream conspiracy theory.
The blogger who originally obtained the interrogation would state Ceddy Nash paid him $500 to take the Young Thug video down so he could re-release it on his channel.
Yeah, it's funny because I saved a lot of them old videos like when it first came out. So we know what everybody's opinion was. You know, the Akademiks, Wack 100, just the main people in media. It's crazy how just a little bit of money and just this little campaign could just change so many sheep minds, you know. You know, on August 12th, man, I got paid by Ceddy Nash. And the only reason I'm kind of outing him is because he tried to rewrite the narrative with my logo still on there. So people were hitting me up like, what's going on? But like, he paid me, he said, just take down the video because I want to re-release it on my channel. I'm about to do something. So I took the little money, I put it on private, and like 5 days later, boom, it's everywhere. Trap Lil Ross, he running 4 or 5 different videos, Akademiks, with this new narrative, Young Thug is a rat. Young Thug is a rat. It's crazy. So yeah, people start hitting me up. Cause again, like I said, they just released it with my logo and artwork on there. So people like, well now, how did it just resurface? Somebody from Thug Team hit me and I'm like, all I know is I got paid to take my video down. I send a screenshot. They see it's Ceddy Nash and Dora reach out to Ceddy Nash, start going off on him. And that's why Ceddy Nash started with that burn it down all on his page, like he lashing out at Thug Team. It's literally coming down to bullying. Cause I guess they kind of hollering at him behind the scenes. You know, I didn't want to out him, but y'all outed me. Y'all paid me to take it down, put it out with my logo, and now he's a rat. Like,
What started as a content leak became a content loop. Creators reacting to creators until the algorithm turned the speculation into certainty. The goal was to re-release the content in short, decontextualized clips to sway the crowd that Young Thug was a snitch. After the jail call content was weaponized in 2023, Cobb County officials publicly shut down access to Young Thug's jail calls in September 2025, claiming the ban was necessary for public safety. This final restriction was described as an act of Cobb County censorship, layered over the successful conspiracy that exploited the accessibility of these records. The personal and financial toll was immense. On It's Up There podcast, Young Thug estimated he lost 40 to 50 million sitting in jail and spent upwards to 14 million on lawyers' fees. With the help of his partner, Mariah the Scientist, Young Thug paid $50,000 in early 2023 to an unknown woman who possessed intimate jail calls in an attempt to prevent the content from leaking. Young Thug revealed that the content was sensitive and sacred. Despite the payment and signed paperwork for the cease and desist, Young Thug indicated the person still ended up selling it again to others. Investigators used IP addresses and other forensic data to trace the leak back to the recipient of the $50,000. Young Thug's lawyer also contacted Sheriff Craig Owens at the jail, who blocked access to his phone calls when the first jail call was leaked. So this confirms the official Cobb County blackout of jail calls in September 2025 was not the first effort to stop leaks at all. Nash openly admitted to concocting the play. He claimed his actions were rooted in vengeance, stating he was fighting back because Young Thug's team has been throwing lame stuff toward him. Nash further admitted to utilizing Trap Lil Ross as a pawn, confirming he sent the video directly to Ross to amplify the snitch narrative. Ross allegedly confirmed Nash wanted the reaction to happen without being held responsible.
Ceddy Nash put him onto the video, and Trap heard Ceddy wanted the video to come out, but he didn't want to be the man responsible for it. So he gave it to Ross, and Ross's reaction was big enough to have No Jumper, Akademiks, and Say Cheese firing off posts at Young Thug.
The destruction was a team effort that Wack 100 confirmed was launched out of vengeance after Young Thug's camp disrespected Quality Control Music CEO, QCP.
me, you, we going live. I'm gonna bring my team on. I brought Flacco on. Ceddy Nash just came in as an exposure just right now for us doing this play we running. And Ceddy released them clips.
Wack 100 explicitly confirmed the purpose of the snitch conspiracy was not merely to expose Young Thug, but to destroy his reputation and commercial viability. Akademiks reacted live to the snitch content conspiracy and seemed to resonate with Young Thug's actions, concluding that Thug was merely talking too much and attempting to play dumb to the police, but that no snitching was really going on. Akademiks then focused on Young Thug's commercial failure, stating that his new album was on pace to sell only 48,000 units in its first week, labeling it as a complete flop.
This is a complete flop. This is a complete flop.
Akademiks concluded that the low sales proved the loss of Young Thug's aura. When discussing the impact the campaign had on album sales, Wack 100 confirmed the effort was a joint operation again, stating, "Shout out to Ceddy Nash, shout out to the exposers, and shout out to you, Akademiks. You participated as well."
Where do you see, like, did you see the sales come back? He didn't sell too hot. What do you think his career is at? Thug.
I told you, bro, why you think we did what we did? That was the attack.
Wait, so you think that the orchestrated play that you quarterbacked...
That's a fact.
Affected his sales?
Let me tell you something. Listen, first of all, and it was a joint effort. Shout out to Ceddy Nash. Shout out to the exposers. And shout out to you, Akademiks. You participated as well.
I feel like I didn't know I was participating. What y'all sound like
you probably didn't know. I'll give you that. You probably didn't know. The entertainment community. You know what happens if Wack can't call on No Jumper, Akademiks, and Vlad to say, hey bro, share this for me on your thing. That on your site. That counts for something, right?
Yeah.
Every move is a calculated step. It ain't gonna happen because once the light is on you, it's on you.
Despite Wack 100 openly seeking his destruction, Young Thug initially defended Wack 100, affirming that Wack was his man, his OG, and that critics were likely fabricating online statements about him.
Young Thug's album.
I like how you guide me into something real crazy, and then you're like, yeah, well, okay. So Akademiks is live right now, and his stream says Young Thug mad at Wack 100. What is that referring to?
Well, our boy, well, you know Loon.
Loon.
It's up there.
Loon.
He interviewed Thug.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
he asked Thug how he feel about Wack 100 and his attacks.
Oh, wow.
And then Thug said he didn't know about the attacks.
We should watch that.
Which I find that very hard to believe.
Oh, really?
Because people from his camp had called me.
However, the conflict escalated. On October 5th, 2025, Wack 100 stated he thinks Young Thug may have texted him 3 spiders and 3 web emojis from an unknown number right after he left Akademiks' stream.
Up there.
I think he might have texted me. I think Thug texted me.
Wait, really?
Right after I came off there with Act today, I get this from a Atlanta number.
And it's 3 spider emojis followed by 3 spider web emojis.
I didn't know who it was.
You responded 8 minutes later with a red blood drop emoji.
I don't know who it is.
It's well, I mean,
it could be. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
We could. Why don't you call him? Why don't we just call him?
Oh,
he didn't pick up.
He didn't pick up.
That's what Young Thug probably would do.
So was this a kind gesture? Or did Thug finally hear about Wack 100 admitting to trying to destroy him and his music career for QCP slander? The calculated destruction of Young Thug's reputation can be described as a classic agenda-setting move. This conspiracy successfully manipulated publicly available records obtained via the Georgia Open Records Act and transformed them into a dominant public narrative that Young Thug was a rat by leveraging a network of influential digital platforms. Nash claimed that the organized campaign involving himself and allies made more money this year than the other 2 years combined due to the resulting controversy. Despite the content creator conspiracy chaos, sources indicate Thug is shifting his career direction. He plans to drop another album in about 3 months, moving toward pop star sounds and house music, never to speak about the YSL trial again. He explicitly stated he wants to be a streamer and that he's also launching new ventures, including sports agencies and a spider rodeo with an Adidas line expected in 2026. The reality exposed by this saga is the immense power of digital commentators. If content creators possess this power of traditional media, they must address their ethical accountability. Historically, this echoes tactics like WikiLeaks and COINTELPRO in the 1960s, where rumors and information dumps were used to fracture groups and destroy legitimacy without due process. So did the conspiracy work? Is Young Thug's career irreparably damaged? Is Cobb County responsible for it? Or is their jail call BLACKOUT against open access a sign of good faith towards Young Thug to protect him? Also, if creators profit from sensitive, leaked public records, should they face liability for the reputational damage they cause? Was the destruction of Young Thug's reputation the price of transparency or simply a targeted media hit? Let me know what you think in the comments. And let me know what you want to see next. This has been Dr. Q with RealQuickMedia. Critical media intelligence for the modern media ecosystem.